Hey guys, how you doing? How's everyone doing? I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this. Well, here's the deal. My buddy Kieran. He's willing to color this, but this is just the top half. I still have the bottom half to do, and to make it for TFCon, it's gonna be hard pressed. I'm still gonna try. But I literally have to finish this thing within 4 or 5 hours. So might have to lessen up on the details, or it's one of those things where I'm gonna have to what's it called, sacrifice detail. So it wouldn't be one of my most detailed drawing evers. I would probably have to just turn this regular, which isn't so bad at the same time, but you know, it is what it is. So, hi guys, how you doing? Welcome this evening. So I'm gonna be here for a little bit tonight. I'm gonna try, right? Why give up? I'm gonna try and see what I can do, especially with you guys here. We'll try to figure something out. But again, most likely looking at it now, like, it's not bad, but I wouldn't put this in my most detailed drawing ever category. And as you guys know, my most detailed drawing evers, they are most detailed drawing evers. So we'll see. So my buddy Kieran, I do want him to color this. So he's currently at work right now. He lives in New Zealand, and he said he could work on it right when he gets home. So I want to try to get this done before he gets home. So it's one of those things where I'll just do as much as I can by roughly around 4 o'clock in the morning, my time. Right now it is around 11 o'clock. So 5 hours, whatever I can do in 5 hours, that's what I'm going to send him. Because I would like a Devastator piece for TFCon, just because the voice of Devastator, he's going to be there. So we'll see, guys. So you might as well join me tonight if you guys aren't doing anything. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you very much. That's okay, Norizx. No problem. For you. So I will be up for a while. That's the plan. Though I'll admit to you guys, I haven't stayed up in a long time, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we'll see how fresh I am. Because then, of course, there's the matter of printing this thing as well, right? So, and then even think about it, I am not prepared for this TFCon at all, guys. Like, I just realized I don't think I have enough prints to go around, like some of my more popular ones. I don't think those are ready to go. Because I realized I did sell quite a bit when I was in China. So now I'm thinking, man, I should have restocked. So I don't know how busy my my printer is. If she's extremely busy, she won't be able to help me tomorrow. And then it's just a matter of going there tomorrow and seeing what she's able to do for me. So we'll see, guys. So you might as well spend your evening with me. Am I gonna go for a 5 hour straight? I'll do my best. We'll see. No promises here. Again, the reason I want to do, like, if you ask me on a normal day, I would wake up early and do it. However, my buddy, he's going to be coloring this for me. I promised him he could color this for me. So I'm going to let him do that. So yeah, that's the plan anyway, guys. That's the plan. So we'll see how it works. Though even so, like, I don't know if he'd be able to turn it around as fast as I would need him to turn it around, because unless I just don't put as much detail in this. So again, taking it out of the most detailed drawing ever realm and just doing an okay detailed drawing for my standards anyway. So, what size paper am I using? If it's a Lotus right now, this is 14 by 17, but it's going to be double. So I'm this is only half. It's only half of what it's going to be. So it's one of those things where when you know the deadline's coming up, what you do is you do everything general first, and then I could always go back and add more later on, depending on what time, depending on how much time I have. So it's what they say, working smarter than harder at this point. So I might be in that phase where I'm going to be like, okay, I only have a certain amount of time, so we're going into the working smarter, not harder. I don't know why I'm wearing earphones. I'm not listening to anything. Boy. Thank you, Game Lord. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, my buddy Jonathan's online, and Jonathan's going to be with me at TFCon. So if any of you guys are going to be at TFCon, you get to meet Jonathan there. For one or both of the days, he's going to be there. He's going to be picking up my lunch. Just kidding, buddy. Just kidding. No, usually at these type of cons, guys, I don't go for lunch because there's no time. Usually, because I'm usually drawing, and as artists, we usually because TFCon is my most profitable con, mainly because I'm a Transformers artist, right? So with that, most of the time I'm doing commissions the whole time, I'm doing commissions. So I don't have time to go out and eat. So usually I try to bring a snack or have something prepared, so I don't have to go out to eat, right? So usually I'm at the table drawing for the most part whenever it comes to these type of cons. So there you go. What kind of paper did I use for this? This is a just a regular Bristol board, Strathmore Bristol board. Okay, so I might even add the bottom part and start roughing out the rest of it, and then just work my butt off and get everything done. So I'm not gonna add the background. I'm gonna do that in. I was initially going to pencil a background, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna matte paint a background. To this, add some smoke and all that fancy stuff that I usually do. I can't stop adding detail to these guys. Like all this stuff I probably shouldn't be doing right now. I shouldn't be doing, but I'm doing it anyway. So Strathmore Bristol board. That's usually my brand. Strathmore Bristol board. Usually. So guys, as I said, we're taking this out of the most detailed drawing ever realm and just making it a pretty detailed drawing. Because it's, my most detailed drawing ever is they are way more detailed than this. Hard to believe, but they are. So let's see here. Is this my usual Bristol paper? Yes, it is actually. Well, whenever I'm doing the live streams for you guys, it's usually this paper, unless the Star Wars one, the paper, it's the same brand, so Strathmore, but it's more smooth. Okay, so or here's hoping my buddy Kieran can work his magic on this. I burped. Backgrounds are a pain in the Well, it depends if you like drawing it or not. See, I personally love drawing backgrounds, so not so much of a pain for me. It's just I don't have time. That's the thing. It's a timing thing. I have 2 other commissions to do tomorrow, and they're not tough, and most likely I will be doing one of them live. One of them I won't be because it's for actually one of my viewers, and it's a surprise. So I probably won't be doing that one live, but the other one I'll be doing live. Though I will film it because that one's going to be an interesting challenge because there's a little bit of design involved. So I'll probably film that one because I think that would actually make a great video. I'll show you how I would actually go and design something. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. There you go. So you can see my Unicron. Just so you know the difference between what I consider a real most detailed drawing ever compared to this. Like again, this is detailed, but not in the same realm that Unicron was. So that's why I wouldn't consider this in that realm. We do what we gotta do. Do what we gotta do. Oh boy. Oh, is that the Metroplex one or the Unicron one? The Unicron is more than the Metroplex, I feel. But the Metroplex was the first time I actually did something like that. And the reason behind all this most detailed drawing ever is because I'm known for the detail, right? I was always known for the amount of detail I put in the work, and I'm like, why don't I just go for it at the same time? Now, I'm sure my buddy Alex could probably wipe me out of the water if he wanted to do one. But I'm like, he said, why don't I do one? I'm like, no, man. Come on, man, that's my shtick. No, I know he could do an awesome one as well. So how's everyone doing tonight, by the way? There you go. Well, Zelotus, these most detailed drawing ever, they're only for crazy people. And there's really no need to do that, you know? Like, I'm known for it. I'm known for it, though. Again, guys, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Like, have a reason to do it. Because I'll tell you right now, the more successful Transformers artist, you know, excluding guys like, of course, my buddy Alex, who's a very, very detailed artist. They're not detailed artists at all. Like a lot of those Transformers artists that sell really well, they're not extremely detailed. They are actually quite simple. Their style when it comes to drawing robots. So, you do you. Those who know me, like detail, that's my style. That's what I do. So. Detail does not make it a good drawing just because it's detailed. There's a lot of different factors, right? So there you go. Can you talk about your mental process when it comes to adding detail? Really depends, Jonathan. Sometimes I add just for the sake of adding. Just sometimes I add just because I'm just killing time. So it all depends. It all depends on my mood as well. So there's a rule for you guys. There's a rule that I don't personally follow yet, but I am working on it. And it's one of my students. We actually discussed this, and we call it we always talk about the 80-20 rule. I talked to you guys about that before, but it's like there's like it could be something 70-30 or 60-40, but have like 40% of the hard details, like have 60% of it like as simple as possible, and then the 40% of your drawing, that's where you could add as many little details as you want in that 40% of drawing. That way it kind of reads better. Okay, it's a design thing. It will help your design read a lot better if that's the case. So again, don't just add lines for the sake of adding lines type thing. Now, for something like this Devastator here, um, I can't get away with detail that I did for my Unicron in this Devastator because, again, this Devastator is, in scale wise, is much smaller than the Unicron, right? If you think about it, Unicron's a planet. These are just like 5 cars, 5 trucks stuck together. So naturally, this is a lot smaller. Naturally, the detail is completely different than it would be for the other one. So, are there certain shapes that you approach detail with, or is more explanation for new things? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, there, Jonathan. Again, I approach this the way I would approach drawing a human. I always start that way. So I would start with a skeleton, because it should feel like a person. At the end of the day, it should feel like a person. So, hold on. Let me just add. I don't know if that helped or hurt. Yeah, not bad. But you know, it's kind of a hard to answer for me. I'm trying to think about the way I personally work, because everyone's different in their approach with everything. Like, for example, I just make decisions on the fly sometimes. Like these lines I'm adding to his face, I'm just thinking to myself, oh, I just want something that would cut his face a little bit, you know. Again, details, guys, details. It's icing. It's what we call icing, right? If you ice a crappy cake, it's gonna still be a crappy cake, you know. And none of this would work. None of this would work if the perspective wasn't on, if the gesture wasn't correct, all of that. So details is just extra. That's what it is. Extra. That's all it is. Like, here's the thing, and I guess this is why I like doing a lot of little details. It's because you can't question it. In terms of, you can't question if a person worked hard on a piece or not if they put all these itty bitty bits of detail on it. Like, for example, my Star Wars piece, it's kind of hard to question that I did a lot of work on it, right? Because you could tell. You could tell, mainly because of all the little details. So it's like, it takes that equation out. However, that doesn't mean it's a good drawing at the end of the day too, right? It doesn't mean that. And again, I bring the example when I was doing the I had this background contest when I was working for Dreamwave. We were trying to find another background artist, and there was this one guy. He spent a lot of time, like, there was this lawn, and he literally drew every blade of grass, but it didn't look good at all. It didn't look good at all. So, all this detail, guys, it's a secondary thing, right? Learn how to actually draw the structure first before you even attempt to do anything like this. That's what my suggestion. So, am I gonna draw Predaking one of these days? For sure. Like, of course I've drawn many commissions of Predaking, but yeah, he is on the list. He probably is on the list. But again, I would say probably the next most detailed drawing ever, and I mentioned this in my last stream, was, I'm probably gonna do Galactus, you know, just to do something different. But also, I was even just thinking before I went on, I was wasting a bit of time looking at some old. You know what I want to do? I want to redo all those toy inserts. You know those images you got with the 1986 toys, or you know those images of the robots fighting and all that stuff. I want to redo those. You know how I did redid the movie posters? I want to do the same thing with all those toy inserts. I want to do those in my style. So, I'll probably do something like that over there. Maybe one every other month. I think that would be fun nostalgia. So. I even think, looking at this right now, even the Voltron had more detail than this guy right here, right? So, but since you, by the way, since you do work at IDW, do I know Matt Frank, who does the Godzilla drawings? No, I don't. Not really. No, because again, I don't do a lot of American cons that much, and like, so if I were to meet him, it would probably be at a convention. But for the most part, guys, all comic book artists, we work from home, right? So there's no studio that we go to, so it's very rare that we actually go meet our fellow artists unless we're actually at conventions, right? So that's why I'm excited about this weekend, because for example, Andrew Griffith, I don't believe I met him in person yet. And, Sarah and John, it's like a Cybertron Con reunion type thing. So I'm excited to see them again. My buddy Marvin, I see him everywhere. My buddy Marvin, he's a tattoo guy I was telling you guys about. But he's always at this con here. One guy I'm actually excited to see again is a guy named Aaron Archer. He's a long-time Transformer designer, and I haven't seen him since I was working in Dreamwave, so it'd be interesting to catch up with him again. So, how did I never know that you could significantly supplement your income as a comic artist by doing convention sketches? Well, I didn't know that back then. Like, again, I wasn't working in comics full time since like 2006, 2005, 2006. That's when, selling prints and doing convention sketches, they weren't as prevalent as they are today. Definitely, right? So, again, I just got back into this, like, literally a couple years ago, going back to conventions, right? So it was still a little bit different back then, right? But again, yeah, nobody really told me that I could make way more money. Like, even the sketches I did, like, it was free. I would do sketches for free because I was working for Dreamwave at the time. When I did go to conventions, I was at the Dreamwave booth, and I would do sketches for free for the fans, which I have lots of stories about, but I'll tell you guys that another time. But there you go. So what's my next big project? We'll see. A couple things in the work. I wish I could tell you guys, but I don't think there's anything as big as the Star Wars thing, except with the exception of my IP. Okay, so I think doing the Star Wars thing was a good prep for me for what I'm gonna do with my IP, but you probably won't see me doing anything like that with another property. Okay, so that's what I'm working on, because I want to release my IP by my 40th birthday. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, guys. Okay, I don't know what happened to my T-square here, guys. So I got a mini T-square here. At least I could do something with this. Look at that. I'm actually... That's how behind I am. I'm drawing with a Sharpie, which I usually don't do. But I am out of time, my friends. I'm out of time. So, the plan is to go for quite a few hours, guys, but I know me. I'm not used to staying up late. I'm an early morning riser. I love waking up early to do work as opposed to staying up late to do work, as you guys know. So we'll see how long I last here. Because again, if I don't have this done for TFCon, it's not the end of the world. It's just one of those things where, might leave a little bit of money on the table by doing that, but... Popeye. Claudia likes Popeye, that's right. Can I teach you different parts of the human anatomy? Well, I could. I talk about it in the superhero anatomy tutorial, but again, there's hundreds of hundreds of tutorials out there. I would suggest go check out like Proko's stuff. Proko's really good at it. Robert Marzullo, he's got some great anatomy videos, so you guys could check those out. In the meantime, while I'm, because I probably will do some. I probably will do some eventually, but you know, probably not right now. I'm concentrating. Proko, that's what I said. Proko is amazing for sure. Proko's pretty awesome. He's a pretty awesome guy. Again, talking about guys I'd love to collab with. Proko is definitely one of them. So, one of these days, guys. One of these days. Hi Helen, how you doing? So usually I don't stream this late, right? 11 o'clock? I don't remember the last time I streamed this late. So look at that. I'm using a straight edge, guys. What's that? What's up with that? I'm using a straight edge. Not using the French curve. What's up with that? Oh boy. Could I do a paint challenge where I try to make a transformer with some black paint and some thin brushes? Maybe. Maybe. Here's the thing with paint, guys. I'm pretty sure I will knock the paint over. I guarantee it. I'm gonna be knocking the paint over. Flip this over because it's starting to bleed a little bit. Let's see. Hi, Art Naza, my friend. How you doing, my friend? What time is it? It's 11:19 p.m. This is actually pretty late for me, as you guys know. Pretty late. I was using a French curve. Now I'm just using a circle template, but it's like using a regular ruler. Glitchy Hostile. How you doing, my friend? A finger paint challenge would be fun, yeah? But I will be honest, guys. That is one of my greatest fears. So, like, I do all this drawing and then I'll spill the ink on top of it. I know myself. That's going to happen at least once in my life. I'm pretty sure. Again, I don't know why I'm doing that. I should just stick to the bigger dark areas here. Did I get a new French curve? No, I didn't, because again, like I mentioned before, I was going to get one after what I had to do downtown today, but the road going to where I needed to go was closed, and there was massive traffic. So I just said, forget it. So do it the old-fashioned way with a roller. Roller. Let's see here. Same time as Australia. There you go. Did I ever get it? Yeah, I answered that already. Glitchy Hostile in the Twitch chat says he feels very alone. There you go. There you go. Look at this. For speed, I am drawing completely with the Sharpie. Look at that. Completely with the Sharpie. I don't know why I got that song in my head. I was driving earlier. I was at a throwback station. I was playing some Eminem. So I'm just gonna finish as much as I can up here. Have I ever been inked by another artist? Absolutely, Saint. Again, I worked in comic books for a good full time for a good 6 years. So of course I had many inkers ink my work. One of my favorites actually has a cool YouTube channel right now. His name's Richard Friend. If you go look at his stuff, he inked my Tokyo Storm. He only inked one piece of mine, and that's my Tokyo Storm Warning cover. And he did a fantastic job. He's one of my all-time favorite inkers. If I had to choose a guy to help me ink today, oh man, if I could get Richard Friend, I'd be so happy if I could get Richard Friend to ink my stuff. I would love to be inked by Danny Mickey. I'd never had the pleasure of being inked by Danny Mickey, but maybe one of these days. Oh, no. Do. I want to listen to something. What are you guys working on? Are you guys working on anything? Again, guys, this is a place to get some work done. So I'm here for 5 hours, so you guys might as well get some work done. I'm turning on some music here for myself. Let's see. Maybe I'll just watch Jedi Council. Yeah, maybe Jedi Council. Maybe. Or maybe let's see if I have any podcasts here can listen to. But I'm still answering your question, guys. So I'm not turning my mic off or anything. I'm just, want some white noise, as we call it. Yeah, probably some music. Let's get some music going. You know what I've been watching a lot recently, the past week? I told you guys, I love Whose Line Is It Anyway? Have you, you guys watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? Oh, boy. So, season 9. Let's do season 9. So I'm just going to have it playing in the background. So if I'm laughing randomly, you'll know what I'm doing, okay? I'll keep it low. I'll keep it low. So there you go. So you guys working on anything? Again, guys, I always encourage that you guys are doing some work while I'm working. So yep, 11, same time for me there, Garrett. 11:20 in the morning, or 20 in the evening. Let me just bear hug. Oh, good night. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Do your children take after your talents? Yeah. My son likes to draw. Actually, honestly, they all like to draw. I think if I were to put, if I were to guess who would actually follow my footsteps, I would say it would be my son. But we'll see. Congrats on 1,000 subs on your vlog channel. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Even though I don't post anything on my vlog channel. Oh, boy. Keeman's uploading another vlog. Awesome. Oh, boy. Working on a painting. Worked till 3 a.m. last night, Garrett did. Yep. Get some rest, my friend. Sleep good. And again, guys, I would only recommend staying up late. I would only recommend going on 3 hours sleep only if you absolutely need to. Only if you absolutely need to. Working on a Ghost Rider Spawn painting. That's pretty cool. When I was starting drawing comics, was I able to do a page a day? Good question. I would say there were times I could and times I couldn't. There were good days and there were bad days. Let's just say it that way. So if the deadline was really on, I could do 3 pages a day. I didn't say good pages, just 3 pages a day. So, been losing sleep just for the art. There you go. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you very much, buddy. Oh boy, let's see. The bat is praying. Saint is working on an essay. There you go. Trying to do a page a day, but the end take up longer. Because at this point too, the more you do it, the faster you'll get at it, Red Falcon. So don't, you do your best. But I think right now the best for you, especially if you're not working in the industry right now, is to get the storytelling down, making sure that you know how to tell a story. Speed will come. Speed will come the more you practice it. But, focus on, I wouldn't focus more on speed. I would focus more on your storytelling ability right now. Okay? Yeah. So again, yeah, I agree, Zelotus. It's like, I would only do unless you really have to, guys. Only if you really have to. Only if you really have that deadline. If you can get 7-8 hours sleep, why not? Why not? Okay, but only if you have that deadline. Now, the only time I would start sacrificing sleep is if you were doing everything else. You know, you're working your 12-hour a day shift. You really, really want to get some comic book work in, and you've already sacrificed. And when I say sacrifice, like you're not watching TV, you're not on Instagram every 5 minutes. Like you've exhausted every possibility. Then I would start. Then I would start sacrificing the sleep. But not until you exhaust all those things first. Like before you sacrifice the sleep, see what you could do. See if you could sacrifice TV first. See if you could sacrifice video games first. You know what I mean? So, because health-wise for your body, of course, your body needs sleep, right? So, there you go. Zelotus is right. If you guys want to, please do share your social media in the chat. Follow each other. And again, if any of you are new watching, I always encourage a lot of people in the chat. They're all helping each other out. A lot of them are, they have their own artistic goals. So I do encourage you guys to, to work together. Yeah. Thank you, Luis. Thank you very much, buddy. Do I sell any of my originals? I do, absolutely. I sold a couple on the weekend. So I sold the the Wonder Woman one. I sold that one, and I sold my Diva one, my Diva drawing. So sleep less, create more. Do I collect original art? No, I don't. I don't. Number one, it's really expensive. Like, of course, would I love to own like an original Jim Lee piece of artwork? Of course I would, but it's just it's just too pricey. I can't justify it, me personally. For me, anyway. For me. A lot of collectors out there. A lot of collectors out there, but it's very pricey. It's not a cheap hobby. Let's say that. Collecting art. But I would love to. I would love to if I had the money for it. But it's expensive. Oh boy. So prints are cheaper than original art. Of course they are, Of course, you're going to spend like $15, $20 and then you have a solid piece of art. Let's see. Should I sell prints or the originals? Depends on how attached you are to the originals. And it depends on if there's a demand for your originals, that because that matters too. So, how attached are you to your originals? Now, for me personally, I'm not really attached to my originals. Some people have a hard time selling their originals, like Jazz at first. Um, and I was like that too. I didn't want to sell my originals at first, but now it's like, yeah, I could hold on to them, and they would collect dust in the closet, or they could be on somebody's wall. So I think about it. So I would do both, honestly. If there's a demand for your originals, why not? So thank you, Positive Productions. Thank you. Awesome, the bat. There you go. Do I ever use pen and nib when inking? No, no. Last time I did that was like a long, long time ago. And again, it's probably the better way to do this, but I don't. There you go. Yeah, absolutely, Zelotus. Again, if somebody's willing to buy it, go for it. Go for it. Mm-hmm. What's your experience with coloring? I color. No, I do color my own stuff when I can. But sometimes, for me, it's better just to do the effects just because it's faster. Like, I'll get somebody else to do base colors. Like, for this one, my buddy Kieran, he's going to do the base colors, then I'll add some effects on top type things. So, it's pretty much what I do. So. Do I stream every day? Well, I used to. When I made that logo, that's when I was doing my Star Wars piece. So I was streaming like 5 times a day. as a lot of you know. So now I just stream as much as I can. Depends on if I have stuff to do during the day. So I do my best every day if I can. So. What programs do I use for coloring? Photoshop, Luis. Photoshop. That's pretty much it. And Photoshop. Oh, Photoshop. Let's see here. Thank you, Ali. Thank you very much. Good morning, Roadkin 10. How you doing? Where did I get my French curve, Fancy Man asks? It's from the art store. I have an art store here. It's called Curry's. I get it from there. What size paper do you use for comic pages and covers? Standard comic book paper. Usually standard, but then for the most recent ones, I experimented with going a bit bigger, so it was double the size. So instead of 11 by 17, I doubled that, so it was 17 by 22. Though I know next time when I send the artwork to crop it. Because they didn't crop it the way I was expecting them to. They still look good. The covers still look good, but they didn't understand what I was trying to do with it. So next time I'll just spell it out for them, type thing. So, hey, Evan1337 Hopkins, hello from the Twitch chat. Hello, my friend. Thank you, Septical. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Yeah. Is it actually 22 by 17? This particular one, right as of right now, this one. Are you talking about the comic book cover there, Keeman? No, it's not. Usually, it's just regular comic book size paper, so 11 by 17. I just work double size just because. Okay. Let's see here. When it's doubled, yes, it is. It is. Would I ever sell Unicron? I would. I definitely would. Like all my artwork, they are, they're pretty much for sale. The only one I would not consider for sale would be the Star Wars one, because there's only one person I want to sell that to, and that's George Lucas himself. That would be the only guy I would sell that piece to. But everything else is fair game. Some I already sold, so. Okay. Okay, so I'm probably gonna start extending this paper out a little bit more. I'm just adding a few more details here, but again, I'll probably go back to this. Probably go back to this top and add more stuff at the end, depending on how much time I have. I just need to move on and make sure that, you know, I finish the bottom part here in a timely fashion. Let's see here. How long do I spend on hair and makeup before the webcast? Well, you'll have to guess, my friend. There you go. I missed your question. Here, let me see here. Have you ever self-published anything? No, not yet. Not yet. Again, like they said, this will be my first one, whenever that comes out next year. That will be my first foray into self-publishing. So we'll see. Dominant side, how you doing, brother? Yeah. You guys listen to music at all? I'm personally, I'm watching some Who's Line. You guys know I like to laugh, so. So if I randomly start laughing, you'll know why, okay? There you go. This one. Here we go. Let's see here. Who's your least favorite Transformer? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Let me think about that. Let me chew on that for a bit. Who I do not like? I don't know. How long did it take for you to get good at using Sharpies? A while. It took me a while. I still wouldn't consider myself good too. There's still lots to learn, though. So. See, I could already feel myself fading a little bit, guys. I'll admit to you, but it's not too bad yet. But yeah, if I don't get this done tonight, then I can't use it. So. Let's see. Congratulations, Dominicide. Congratulations. How long do my Sharpies and Microns last? Depends. There you go. Take care, Dominicide. Have I ever done a tutorial on how I do city scenes? I've done perspective tutorials, and those are city scenes. So, but it's more focused on actual perspective itself. So that might help. What up, Josh? Welcome from South Florida. Thanks for spending your evening with me. There you go. Sorry, just pulling up some reference for the arm here, guys. Mm-hmm. There you go. Favorite X-Men? Wolverine. Come on, man. I finally watched Logan, by the way. I finally watched Logan after all this time. Amazing movie. Amazing, amazing movie. Favorite Marvel movie? Let's see here. Civil War was pretty cool. Oh, let's see. Civil War. Though I did like Winter Soldier too. I did like Winter Soldier a lot, but then again, you can't beat the feeling of the first Avengers movie. You know, because that was the first time we saw all those guys on screen together. Just that feeling alone. I think I changed my mind. I got to go with the first Avengers movie. So, favorite superhero? Let's go Batman. Let's see here. Did you hate how weird they made Starscream in the movies? Yeah, yeah. I won't say I hated it, but yeah. You know, with those movies, it's like it is what it is at this point. You know what you're getting. I didn't even watch. I didn't watch the last one yet. I haven't watched last night yet. So. Okay, I'm going to move this up and then rough out the bottom half of this. And then try to do that quickly, and then maybe spend 2 hours just trying to detail as much as I can. Just add little bits here and there. Let's see here. So it looks like Guardian of the Galaxy, which is great. Favorite female DC superhero? Wonder Woman. Can't go wrong with Wonder Woman. Favorite thing to draw? I don't know. It depends on the day. Depends. Because I can get tired drawing anything, like you could draw something for so long, and then you just get tired of drawing it. So that's happened with superheroes for me. That's happened with Transformers for me. So it all depends on the mood and what I just drew. Good morning, George. What's this piece for? This is for TFCon. It's actually I want to make it into a print for TFCon. That's pretty much it. Nothing professional. It's just for me. Okay, so okay, did I watch Spider-Man Homecoming? Not yet, Helen. Not yet. Oh, Glitchy Hostile asked the same thing. Have you seen Homecoming? I've not seen it yet, guys. So no spoilers, especially for me, but also for the people in the chat. Maybe they have not seen that movie yet, so no spoilers, my friends. There are places for spoilers. Okay, it's awesome. How much would we be charging for the full print? I'll be honest. I'm actually not sure how much you'd be charging. I usually charge. Whenever I'm at a con, I usually sell them for about $20. Who's my favorite? Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, or Wayne Brady? I gotta be Colin. I gotta go Colin. Do I draw at an angle standing up? More of an angle. Looking at it right now, it's probably more of an angle. What's the best way to sell prints at cons? That's probably your best bet without getting in trouble. I was going to attach an 11 by 17 paper to this. So this is 11 by 17 here for the bottom. But it's actually very thin. It's actually very thin compared to this paper here. So I'm actually thinking maybe I'll just use the... maybe I'll just use the 14. But then I have like 2 extra inches that I don't really want to use. So there you go. You able to go online and buy prints? Not right now. Nor if that changes, I'll let you know. Jonathan's a Wayne guy. No, Wayne's great. Wayne changed the game. But sometimes Colin, he's just, sometimes he's his dry, innocent face. Always gets me going. Okay, I gotta get another piece of paper, guys. Just hold on a second. Okay, so just gotta tape this together here like this. So as you can see, a lot of work to do here. Do I have a sketchbook? Am I constantly doing pieces? I'm constantly doing pieces. I don't really keep sketchbooks that often. So I'm just gonna use regular tape here. I'll reinforce this later with probably painter's tape. Get hair on this. For now, I'll just use regular. Tape just like that. Oops, broke. Oh boy. Call it all the way. There you go. There you go. So here's a question for you guys. Any of you guys who watch Whose Line? Okay, not including the main players, so not including Ryan, Colin, or Wayne. Who is your favorite fourth guy? Who's your favorite fourth guy? That's my question to you guys. Probably go like this. Something like that. Let's do that. Here. Add tape over here. Tape it down. So your choices, I guess, Jeff, Greg, Brad. Nice. If you guys haven't been watching, like, what's his name? Keegan Michael Key. He's been killing it on the CW version of Whose Line. He's been doing pretty good. So, who's the guy with the dorky glasses? That's Greg. That's Greg. He's pretty good. He's pretty funny. Boy. Yeah. No, Greg's pretty funny, especially when he makes a joke that isn't funny. That he usually turns it into something really funny. But if you guys haven't seen it, if you want to treat yourself to some laughs, go check out the uncensored version of Whose Line. That's pretty funny stuff. What time is it in my country? It's currently 12 o'clock in the morning, 12:07 in the morning. are you okay with drawing Star Wars doing after doing the mural? Yeah, yeah. Again, it has to be something new. Um, so I'll probably be doing some more Rebel stuff, just because I haven't drawn any. Yeah, so yeah. Would I ever do Boston Comic Con? Yeah, maybe one of these days. Probably not right now though. Not this year. Greg has kind of the straight man kind of humor. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Greg's pretty funny. Have I seen the hoedown about the vending machine? Good question. I'm not sure. You know, I might look that up actually. I probably did, but I have to check it out again. Like, there you go. Why the red pencil? For fun. Honestly, for you guys. I usually don't use red pencil. But for you guys, so you can see my drawing. So you can see my drawing. There you go. Thank you, George. Thank you so much, my friend. So we'll probably cut off around here. Probably cut off around here. So why do more work when I don't have to? I'm gonna cut it off there. I think this is too big. I made this too big here. Yep, I got 12-12. So, thank you, George. Bye, Fancy Man. Bye, Fancy Man. I'm just going to stand up here. Just so I could see the proportions, if they're correct. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Ever meet? On average, how many days do I draw? It depends. Like recently, not as much as you would think. I do try to draw every day though. At the same time, so. Yeah, this honestly, these legs aren't that bad. It's not that bad. It's not like, again, this would be different if this was like a planet. Like if I was doing Primus, I'd be in trouble. But I think this is doable. I can get this done in 3 hours, I think. So. I wouldn't say I'm stressed, seizure. I'm just tired a little bit. That's all. What am I using to film the drawing? Pretty much just my my Logitech C90, 920. So I'm just using the webcam right now. So, though I do wish I had my longer French curve. I do. I will admit that to you guys. Wish I had that, but I do not. Let's see here. Never done any self-created characters. I'm working on some now. There you go. Do I have any art fears? Not really. Oh boy. Okay, Gyodin has been working on the art fundamentals. The great, fantastic, my friend. So I'm just thinking right now, guys, thinking about what I'm gonna add to this. Again, looking at it, guys, I wish I had my T-square. Or I keep calling it a T-square, my French curve. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Okay, guys, I'm actually going to stop the stream for about 15 minutes. I'm going to do something really quick. But I'll be back, okay? Oh, thank you, Norzex. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll be back. I guarantee I'll be back. I have to be back because we got to finish this in a few hours. So, just gonna go up and maybe make some coffee, and so I'll take a tiny bit of a break right now. So, if you guys are around, if you want to hang out, I'll be back probably. Give me about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and I'll be back. All right, guys. Okay, I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. All right.